Hello Sagittarius and welcome to your December 2019 tarot readings with me. Before I get started, dear Sagittarius, I would like to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sagittarius. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. Lots of love, lots of abundance, lots of blessings, lots of prosperity your way, my dear Sagittarius. And you know what? When we are in the birthday season, we are always challenged. And you know why? Because when a baby is born, it is the most difficult moment for the baby. So baby Sagittarius, it is about you being born again. It is about you, of how you are going to deal with your birthday month. And let's get started. If you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you please do subscribe so that you're notified every time I release a new video. For me, I have always believed in one thing in life, is that when difficulties come, it is always for making us stronger. They will never come to a person who is really, really weak. They don't come. They come to the strong to make them stronger. And I really feel, usually whenever I do the birthday month readings, I always see there are elements which come to test us. And mostly your birthday is falling in December also. So it's the end of the year. And we are all tested to see how are we doing? Are we in our element? How much have we grown? So baby Sagittarius, here you go. Let's see what the divine wants to test in you, what divine wants to know. So how does he start this month? Well, this month is starting with some kind of contradictions. These contradictions can be inside of you. These contradictions are coming from people around you, outside of you. I see that there is some kind of administrative stuff that you have to deal with in the very first week of December. I also see some kind of not very positive news that is coming. This can be related to your work. This can be related to a family member also. Positive, not positive news in the sense some kind of, as if like two people in your family are entering into a fight, and you get the news that they are fighting over this trivial matters, such petty problems they are fighting over. So that is, you are taking it too much to heart, and you are getting affected. Your morale is getting affected. You're feeling a bit discouraged, and I would like to advise you, my dear Sagittarius. I won't like to advise you, you're already wise, okay? I would like to suggest you, my dear Sagittarius, is that don't fall into, something that's not your business. Here I would like to tell you is that keep yourself protected. Don't jump into the problems of others if they are not concerned with you. Help them at a distance, but don't become a part of it, because that is going to backlash upon you. That you will, that will backlash upon you. That is going to be a bit painful. So don't do that, all right, my dear Sagittarius, if I may suggest. And I also see that there are some travels that will be undertaken, and these travels are going to be a bit irritating. They are not going to be very, very like, wow, I'm traveling, wow, it's nice. There is, like sometimes, even if we are traveling in the most comfortable planes, cars, trains, or whatever, still some journeys are not very, comfortable, because they are tiring. We are exhausted. So this kind of irritability can result because of some travels. So if you can just, postpone the travels, until January, I would like to tell you is that the first week is a bit, it's irritating regarding travels. Also, even the small travels also are going to be a bit, you're going to take it to heart, like, oh, I don't want to travel, or oh, what is that, I didn't want to travel, but then you have to do that. Yeah, for some of you it will be, you will have to do that because it's for a family person or it's for your work, and you are forced to do that. And when you're forced to do that, my dear Saggy, you don't like it, because you're all about freedom, you're all about liberty, and this is causing vexation inside of you. This doesn't make you feel nice inside of you. And yes, beware of those disagreements. Don't get into any kind of conflicts, please. That's my humble suggestion to you, because I see that there are some people who will try to bother you, okay? And the moment you give them power to bother you, they will bother you even more. So you know what? Stay unaffected. Yeah, stay shameless about it, I would say. Sometimes it's nice to be shameless, right? I would like to tell you something. I'd like to share with you something. I know of this friend's granny, and her whole life, this lady lived completely a very closed life. She was, whenever I used to speak to her, she used to be so closed and so, guarded and all. And then a few months ago, she fell, and she had a problem with her memory. Okay, so the whole family was bothered that how will she react to it and things like that. And when she came back out of her coma, she was almost 4 to 5 days in the coma. So when she came back, she had very selective memory, okay? And after that, slowly, she recovered back her other memory that was lost, okay? And then I saw, and even her family members, we all noticed that this granny had become so different. She was so happy now, because before she was just all the time, wondering what people would say, what this, what that, she was worrying all the time. And now that fall actually had liberated her, and today she's the most happiest person in the family, honestly. So that fall actually did good to her. She emerged out to her true self, and her true self was not to worry, to be surrendered, to enjoy, to be happy. And today she's just happy. I mean, she makes jokes like, she really makes such funny jokes, and she's so wonderful. She looks like a little girl, it's full of charm and full of, happiness. And she just smiles no matter what is happening, whoever is falling around her, she doesn't care. She's just being happy, and she makes jokes out of all the things. So I was really thinking, sometimes it's so nice to just surrender, just to take life as it comes and not bother. I mean, people are going to be there to bother, but that shouldn't, you should just structure yourself in such a way that you protect yourself. So protect yourself, my dear Sagittarius. This is what is my humble suggestion to you. Don't enter into the fight. No matter how much the fire inside, don't enter. Fights are never a good solutions. Discussions are. And resolving fight is the best solution. All right. And then we are going to the second week. And what's happening in the second week? Second week is all about speaking to a person. This is a feminine energy week, and this energy is that of a lady who is very intelligent. It can be your ex, it can be your colleague, it can be a person from administration, from law. It also shows the presence of a person who is who doesn't reveal a lot of information because she needs to keep some keys in her hands. So she's this kind of a person who sees her interest. At the end of the day, she's somebody who will see for her interest before, and then later on she will take care of others. This is the kind of personality that you can meet up in the second week. Somebody who's selfish, basically, somebody who's selfish in a nutshell. If we have to describe this personality, this person can be at your workplace. This person can be in your family surroundings. It also can be at an administrative office, because as I said, the first week is something administrative also that is happening. A lot of paperwork, some people who are dealing with legal cases also. So this can be somebody from the law department. Also it can be for some of you who have not been clear in your relationships, then this can be your hidden affair with somebody that can come to light. So, how do you deal with it? You will know it better. I hope you are not in this kind of a situation where, some kind of a secret affair of yours gets exposed. For some of you, it is about your decisions regarding a partner that you have taken, and your family not being happy about that decision. also. So this is again a kind of an energy which is a conflicting energy, but all in all I see that you are dealing with somebody who is partly helping you, somebody who's a bit selfish, doesn't want to completely, help you, like is not, this person is having an agenda. Okay. All right, so be prudent, especially lady Sagis. You need to be prudent regarding jealousies from your close people, this kind of a feminine energy around you, okay? Because I see some kind of rivalry, competition and jealousy that is, cooking up in this kind of, yeah. So you just need to be careful. You just need to protect yourself. And as I said, when there is somebody selfish in front of you, just take them like as if, you're like immature to the heights. Yeah, immaturity. That, who doesn't even, compliment your efforts, but just sees what is not wrong or right and what is wrong and just wants to highlight just that part. So you need to take care of this kind of an energy in the second week. All right, my dear Sagittarius. The good news, however, about the second week is about work. It is very positive for your work week, and you are going places with your work. You're dealing it quite well. Only be prudent in the first and second week regarding this kind of people who just want to put their leg in between when you're trying to run so that you fall. All right, so be immune to that and just know that outsmart them rather. Okay, just anticipate what's coming up and undo their attacks. All right, my dear Sagittarius. And then we go to the third week, and this is so wonderful because this is all about creativity. This is all about your spontaneous initiatives. Some Sagittarians might feel like singing, some can feel like dancing, some can feel like doing something really, really nice in the third week. Whatever is spontaneous at this point of time, my dear Sagittarius, do it, because this is going to give you lots of happiness inside your heart, and it's going to most probably put some of you on a road to a new hobby, a new creation, a new job, because whatever is hidden inside of you is coming out on the paper, is coming out through your singing, coming out through your speech, and this is what is encouraged in the third week. Some of you might even feel like taking up some new studies or following a new mentor, a spiritual guide. So these things are happening. Some of you might just get interested in astrology, tarot readings, and might feel like taking up classes, and whatever at that time, whatever the urge is coming inside your heart, my dear Sagittarius, do it, because this is for your positive, okay? And even when it comes to your sentimental life, my dear Sagittarius, do that, because when something comes suddenly, it's not coming from here, it is coming from there, okay? And this is very beautiful. This has to come. And when it comes from above, this is what you need to be, the receptor, okay? Be the receptor of those messages, and they will do you good because they will lead you to the proper path. Just know that. So in the third week, enjoy that creativity that is coming. Enjoy that creative genius that is inside of you, that is waiting to be born. So help that genius of creativity to take birth in the third week, my dear Sagittarius. And then what's happening in the last week? Well, the last week, as you can see, is that there is confrontation with some people. There is kind of a tough, hard talk with someone that is happening in the last week of December. You are not accepting anybody's, how can I put it? Impolite talk. You're not accepting it. You are being very straightforward. That is my Sagittarius, being very straightforward, and you're going to hit people with the facts. The ones who are going to try to bother you are going to get your peace of mind. You're going to give it to them. You're going to give a peace of mind to them, my dear Sagittarius. This is what I'm seeing in the last week. You are going to tell them enough is enough now. I've had enough from you. And enough of this impoliteness, enough of these accusations which don't stand any ground, and you are going to put people back to their place. And I would say, Sagittarius, I am with you on that, because you need to put them back. at this point of time. The last week is the best time to undo whatever negativity has been there. You just undo it, neutralize this negativity once and for all. Dear Sagittarius, as I am speaking about the last week, I would like to tell you, protect your energy body, your auric body. Take a glass, and put some salt in it, all right, rock salt or something, and put it in the room that you sleep in, all right. Otherwise, just carry kind of a charcoal also, if you can carry it in a red pocket, cloth packet, you can carry it, because charcoal absorbs. Okay, just take care that, because what happens is that the charcoal can leave black marks also. This is why the salt treatment is much better. Whenever you come from outside, best thing is, first thing what you do is you change your clothes, and please wash yourself, and especially your feet. Okay, and don't carry your shoes everywhere in the house, please. Just remove them before, because you need to protect yourself energetically in this month. This is what I would like to tell you. And especially in the last week, undo those attacks, because this is the negativity that tries to come to us in order to just test us also. So what you can also do is, as I tell in many of my videos, wear a pendant which how do I say, which reflects. Okay, like even if it's in gold or silver, it's like, for example, yeah, like the watch, it's round. Okay, but if this was all golden or silver or mirror like, it will just, and this you have in your neck, what happens is that somebody's sending something to you, you're just reflecting it back to them. All right, so this is a symbolic of a reflection. So you just please put that if you can. Otherwise, salt will be good also, if you can put it in your room or on your desk also. That not everybody should be able to see it in your drawer of the desk. You just put a salt thing and you just put it, and that's it. It takes care of this kind of things. All those people who are trying to attack you or bother you get neutralized. Neutralize means what? They don't try to trouble you anymore also, because salt has that absorption property. It is a disinfectant at the same time, and it really neutralizes things. Okay, so use it to disinfect any toxic relationship in the fourth week, because in the fourth week, coming to your work, coming to your close relationships, there are some kind of disagreements with people, especially between family members also this can happen. So this is why I think salt would be good, even in your living room, where everybody comes, in the four corners of your living room, in the four glasses, just put the salt in all the four corners and leave it for 7 days, and then afterwards put water in them so that you dissolve it, and then you can pour it in a flowing, in the sink or something, and then just pour it. Okay, I mean, people say don't pour it in your house, but then I would not like to tell you go and pour it on the plants, because it's not good for the plants. Okay, so it is better that you do that, or or the soil also, a part of the soil, you can just pour it on that. All right, but this is what you have to do, because I'm seeing in the last week there are some people who are not very fair. Okay, and you know what, the law of karma is very strong. Whatever has been sowed, that shall be reaped in the future. What you sow, so shall you reap. All right, what you give is what you get. So if people are going to give you something that is wrong, that is not the truth, then they are going to fall into their own lies. You just have to be patient. But while waiting, we just use the simple home remedy to protect ourselves, my dear Sagittarius. So I believe in it, because when I have suffered this kind of things, I have worked on it, and it really helped. And yes, you know what? The one thing, the most strongest force is up there. I believe in God, and I believe in the protective forces of God, and also the divine energies of the universe are there to protect. So just ask for this protection, my dear Sagittarius. When you feel a bit attacked at this point of time, maybe your your auric body is attacked, or you mentally you feel a bit exhausted, so you do that, and one thing you have to know, my dear Sagittarius, and as it is your most optimistic sign of the zodiac, is that, you know what, when difficulties come or when some rough patches come, they make us stronger and they are not there to last. Okay, so after that is always a good time. Actually, I would like to say, when we are enjoying all the time, that time we have to wonder what's coming later. But when we are going through the worst part of our lives, or when we are not going through the very happy, or bothering kind of a stage or a phase, or somewhere where we are worried a bit about something, you have to know that afterwards I'm going to be relaxed. Okay, so start rejoicing. Anticipate that good things are coming for you, and no matter who is sending you negativities in form of just creating fights in the families or at workplace, you just have to know this stress and strain is them, it is not you. And don't absorb it. This is why I said stay off, become shameless. I am not a part of this. I'm not playing your game. You play it alone. I'm just going to be the audience. And audience means what? Just an audience who is not involved emotionally in that drama. Okay, just watch it. Be the witness. And when you are the witness, you're just watching it. You're not a part of it at all, my dear Sagittarius. So on that, my dear Sagittarius, I would say thank you for following me through the readings for all these months, for these years. For those who are there since the beginning with me, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything and everything that you do for me, knowingly, unknowingly. All your lovely comments, they make my day. And all your likes and shares, everything. You don't know how much powerful you are. Each of you brings a smile on my face. I have to say that. This is your power, my dear optimistic Sagittarius. Okay, so I wish you abundance. I wish you lots of love, lots of positive changes in your life. And no matter what hurdles you are facing at this point of time, I really seek the divine blessings, and I ask the God Almighty to just remove all these negativities. I ask the forces, the positive forces of the universe, to just remove all these hurdles and blockages from your life. And may you be blessed abundantly on this birthday, and may the coming year be the best year of your life. Thank you very much. Thank you, and a happy birthday to you once again. Bye bye. God bless. Take care. Bye.